ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Look at this. This is supposed to be a professional show. Oh my goodness. Hey, everyone. I just leave my big face. Do you know why I was stuck there? Because there are so much material that I have for tonight. I literally have so many clips, pictures, videos, overlays. My good friend Robbie Roselle is here. He does it all. He is a international cabaret superstar who's got shows coming not only in New York, around the country, but also in England. And he's the head of A&R for Broadway Records. He builds websites for every major Broadway star you've ever seen. He directs their shows. He does it all. So he's here with me tonight, and I am so excited to surprise him because he doesn't know who we have coming on with us tonight. So I'm so excited. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. How are you all doing? It's another Thursday, and we're here together. So I'm so excited to have you here. Make sure you comment and say hello. Comment. This show is for you. So make sure you send a love for sure. I want to just give you a little bit of information. Saturday, I have the great honor this Saturday of singing the national anthem at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey for New Jersey Devils Pride Night. If you have nothing to do and you're local to the area, make sure you pop in, come see me and stay for the Pride Night festivities that are after the game. I'm so honored and excited to be able to sing for everyone on Saturday and be a part of Pride Night. Thank you to the Garden State Equality for having me. You can get tickets now. And again, it's this Saturday, January 22nd. Well, I had a great week. I hope you had a great week. I hope everybody is enjoying and safe. It was snowing a little bit here today, and we're just hanging in there. And I have been working tirelessly to try to surprise Mr. Roselle tonight. He has a glass of wine. I think he has no clue. I told him he better have a second glass because we have a wild ride for him tonight, for sure. Let me tell you what's been going on. And you know that I always like to keep you posted on the crazy week that I had. And this week was crazy. So here's the week in review. Take your time. So I was actually escaped. I escaped and got out of here and went to Los Angeles. And we had a long weekend away from the students in school. So I snuck out of here and I was in LA. And I actually ran into, because if you watch my Instagram and stuff, you know that I'm like such a fan of Insecure. And there's the Insecure house. I touristed it up. Full-blown tourist. I was in front of that house with the selfie. I was just calling for Issa Rae somewhere. And if you also saw the show last week Academy Award nominee Eric Roberts was here, and I ended up seeing him in Los Angeles. So yes, Eric Roberts, what a weird life. Eric Roberts, the only person who I think has a weird life is probably Robbie. Eric Roberts and me had lunch, and we got COVID tested together. Have you ever been COVID tested with Stephanie Powers, Leave It to Beaver, and Eric Roberts? Well, the answer to that is yes. You were probably me, because I think that was the only time that's ever happened. Finally, I went to my friend Matt and Griff's house, and they have chickens. And out of every post that I've ever posted, the most comments I ever got were about the time I spent with their chickens. I posted this video, and I got more comments from this, including from Robbie. I am in a celebrity chicken coop. Do you see them? Griffin Matthews and Matt Gould's chickens. I don't. It's true. They have a chicken coop in their house, and I don't know. Anyway, you know how you tie Eric Roberts and Matt Gould together? They both are in this classic movie that everyone should watch called Pandemic. How about that for a piece of American cinema classic? Nothing says pandemic and movies like Tiffany Amber Thiessen and French Stewart. Hey, a check is a check. And then I had the pleasure of going to the Amundsen, and I saw everybody's talking about Jamie. I love the show. I loved it. I loved when we had the cast reunion together, and I wanted to share with you that next week's show is a special hour in honor of the everybody's talking about Jamie. So next week, I'm telling you here first, Bianca Del Rio and Leighton Williams will be here. They will be here. So we'll have the stars of everybody's talking about Jamie on the 27th. So if you're a Drag Race fan, then come join us next Thursday night. All right. That's, I think, what I've got. I think that's plenty. I think it's time to bring Robbie out for sure. I promised him a messy good time, and I think we're going to deliver. He does it all. He's not only an amazing performer and man behind the curtain, but he is also a great friend, and I'm happy to have him here. So here is a little bit of I'm now looking, and I just got very nervous because the video that we're supposed to upload, Robbie, come here a minute. Robbie's here. Robbie, the video is stuck. I have a video and
Great.
It's frozen. It's frozen. Isn't this, we're starting off
Wonderful.
so well.
It's a messy good time I was blessed with. Hello.
I have a lot of anxiety now. Okay. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. We'll play the videos of you singing. We'll put them up later. I'll fix it in post.
Yeah, honestly, everything should be done in post. Hi, I'm Robbie.
Hi, Robbie. I had this great video of you. I had videos of you singing your song about Hell's Kitchen. I had videos of you singing Meadowlark. I had videos of Here Comes the Sun. I have videos of everyone that's a surprise, and I have no video of you.
It happens. It's okay. Here we are. Wait, okay. A lot of questions for you. So,
please,
like the Beaver. You went and got COVID tested with Wally Mathers as the Beaver.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what I'm hearing?
Yes, because so what happened is Eric Roberts was appearing at the Hollywood Collector show at the Burbank Airport Marriott,
like signing autographs on Star 80 or whatever.
Yes. And he was there, and they made everyone get COVID tested at lunch. And so lunch was Stephanie Powers. And Jerry Mathers is not a really nice person.
Mathers. Oh, wow.
And the other guy.
When you're 7, I don't know what to tell you.
That's what we talked about. And the other guy from the show, whatever his name is, he was lovely. Sure. Anyway, Robbie,
Hi.
Thank you for being here. Can I ask you a quick question? I'm very flustered now.
Sure.
I want to know, you're from upstate New York?
I am. I'm from Binghamton, New York.
Binghamton.
I'm like Johnson City, technically, but which is like a suburb of Binghamton. But that's like saying I'm from Queens. Nobody cares. Yeah, I'm from Binghamton, New York. Born and raised, unfortunately.
No, well, and you always say, and I've listened to your album. I have a copy of your album. I've read up and listened to all of the Robbie, and I've seen your shows. You say you're a performer by mistake. You're never intended.
That's true. Yeah, so I grew up sort of like doing High School Musicals and things like that, and then for a minute I tried to like be an actor, in musicals. And when I realized that I was not as hungry as everybody else who really wanted it, and I could just sort of walk the side of the highway of this business in different ways, that was very fulfilling for me, and so fine. And I started like writing and directing cabaret for like a bunch of other people, and I was so satisfied with that. And then, but every time I do a show, somebody at 54 would say to me, "You should do your own show. Have you thought about doing your own show?" And I would always be like, "Nobody wants to see that." And one day, I got that note. You should do your own thing. So I put on Facebook, which we were all still using at the time because it hadn't destroyed democracy yet. I said, I was like, hypothetically, if I did a thing, would anybody come to the thing? Send. And an hour later, I had like a date and a contract. So I guess I have to do a show. And that's how I fell ass backwards into doing this at all. And it's 5 years ago. We did it 5 years ago, and it just keeps happening. I don't know how.
Just to brag for a moment, how quickly did your show at 54 Below sell out after the first show back after the pandemic?
26 minutes.
You're like in sync, or I don't know, like you're like you're selling out in less than an hour.
Is that the dumbest thing you've ever heard? There were like famous people who didn't sell out as fast as me. And friends, listen, I'm so grateful that all 5 of you have tuned in to watch me tonight. But I'm not famous, and I literally had to say, you guys, you know my last name isn't Lapone, right? You're okay. Well, we're doing this. So, and nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. But it was a blast, like reopening the club. You were there.
Yes.
When we reopened, and it was chaos. It was pandemonium.
It was a blast.
And it was so incredible. Yeah.
Well, I told you that this was going to be This Is Your Life.
Oh yeah.
We found that we dug deep in the Google image search.
I love a dated reference, so I'm so sorry.
Well, I was watching. I got stuck in the This Is Your Life rabbit hole after poor Betty White, and I saw her episode, and I was like, Robbie Roselle has so many people in his life that are from all walks of life, and a talented Rolodex. And speaking of directing people's shows and friends that have directed shows, I'd like to have our first surprise little guest for you here. Here, Robbie Roselle, This Is Your Life.
Thank you. I've been looking for that.
I'm very glad I happened to be in the way. Am I addressing the White Queen?
Well, yes. If you can call that addressing. It's not my notion of the thing at all.
If Your Majesty will only tell me the right way to begin, I'll do it as well as I can. May I help you put your shawl on straight for you?
Please. It's out of temper. I think it's in a snit. It's peevish. It's having a fit. I've pinned it here. I've pinned it there. There's no pleasing it.
Well, you look better now. But really, you should have a lady's maid.
I'll take you with pleasure.
Alexis Michelle is here.
Oh, hi! Oh my God, we had the best time doing that. Do you remember? That little girl didn't blink at all at you.
Mavis was extraordinary, such a pro. Such a pro. And I mean, what a dream. That whole cast and you at the helm was everything.
So stupid. We had the best. Honestly, that's what I enjoy doing, is just stupidity, and to call my friends and be like, hey, do you want to come do the stupid thing with me? And Alexis was like, yeah, I would like to do Carol Channing in that wig.
Like, doesn't that feel like a lifetime ago?
Also, like 3 minutes ago. It could be either. Time makes no sense, right? That whole show happened because Jared Gray, who's a friend of mine, was like, I've written an adaptation of the Alice in Wonderland TV special, and I would like to do it with you at 54. And I said, I know talented people. Okay, let's do that. And he was like the straight man, and I just made fun of it the whole night, and we had the best time. I love you.
I love you.
Hi! I had no idea you were coming. I have wine.
Alexis, firstly, you're the most talented queen. You sing. Like, you're not lip syncing up on that stage. You can sing.
Thank you.
Congratulations on this.
Oh my God, thank you. Truly, it's an honor just to be nominated. But
tell me about it.
But no, it's as you know, Robbie, and Robert too. You know, cabaret is such a personal art form. You put, not just your physical self up there in front of people, but you put your internal life up there for people, and so I find that it's such a rewarding medium, but it's also a daunting one. You know, it can be a bit intimidating because it's so exposed. But I find it to be so rewarding. I know it's just, you know, you can tell by watching you, Robbie, when you do it too, that it's really fulfilling and rewarding for you.
It's when I was doing something and I met Jan Maxwell, and somebody asked her the question that they always say, "What advice do you have for young people?" And you know, and they always roll their eyes, but she didn't, and she looked straight
Uh-oh.
at the camera and at me. Oh, he's gone.
We lost him. He's out of the room. We
But I-
lost him. We lost him. Well, he'll be back. He'll be back. I promise.
Alexis Michelle will be back.
Alexis
You'll be back.
Michelle will be.
Yeah. Jan Maxwell looked straight at me and said, "You have to choose yourself. You have to make your own work. You have to choose yourself, and others will start to choose you." And that's exactly what happened.
Well, I wanted to just show, I mean, in case they don't get back on, his album is called Love Fool, and he
It's
is.
incredible.
I love. Look, and he is such a talent, and so sweet. When we reached out, he was like, "I love Robbie Roselle. Can I bring you someone else? Will we wait?"
Honestly, this is your show. I'm just here with the wine.
Well, I have with you now. Let's check out this next person you may have. Oh, he's back. We're back.
Nope.
We're here.
I have no idea what demon is in the internet or the computer, but that it just like everything just went gone. Bye.
No worries.
Spectrum said absolutely not.
We were talking about your beautiful album.
Yes!
We were talking about your beautiful album.
Thank you so much. And you know, Robbie, I think, was instrumental in making that huge dream come true. I grew up, I'm a native New York City kid and grew up adoring the stage and, you know, falling in love with all the great leading ladies. And really, I thought for years in listening to, you know, Audra McDonald and Rebecca Luker and Kristen Chenoweth's albums, you know, about what my spin on that would be. And Robbie was really instrumental in bringing that about, you know, and making me feel part of the Broadway community by helping, you know, get me on Broadway Records, the label.
Well, when you brought it to me, you know, one listen, I was like, yeah, we need to have this. Also, like, your season of Drag Race had just aired, and I was obsessed with you. From the get, but especially like when Liza Minnelli happened, I was like, I'm out, I'm done. Take all my money. So like you and I had this beautiful lunch at Joe Allen.
Yes.
And we were like, let's do this. Let's put this album out into the world. You know, a lot of people in the cabaret community, when they make albums, because let's be real, they don't sell super well. They're there to like artistically heal you in some way, right? And if you're payback or you have a little bit of money from it, that's just gravy. It's just to like artistically fulfill you. And your album is so wonderful. Like, you know that I bring it out every year without fail. And it's been almost 5 years now. I don't know. There's been 3,000 queens who've been crowned since your season.
It is truly near impossible to keep up with.
Right.
The international franchises and
right
as well.
But tell everybody you're doing stuff in LA now.
Me?
Yes, you. You're about to?
Well, yes. So we have, you know, after years of everyone being apart, the whole gang is getting back together in May for DragCon.
Yeah.
And what I'm most excited about is to do a kind of concept joint booth with my soul sister, Dusty Ray Bottoms. And we will also be presenting our sort of little slice of New York City night, you know, queer nightlife experience show. It's funny, you know, to us, what we do, our little kind of duet show, is very second nature, and it's very it just comes naturally. But when people, you know, and people even within the drag community see what we do, which is really just sort of get out on stage and entertain for 2+ hours, depending how much we drink.
That's crazy.
And but you know, there are other parts of the world and other parts of the country where drag has a very different kind of application. You know, it's put on you know a fabulous glamorous look and go out and do a number, and then you're part of a rotation. Oftentimes not even speaking on the mic. You know, if you're not singing live and if you're lip syncing or doing your dance, whatever, oftentimes you don't even address people. And it's so different from what our experience as queens in New York City, you know, has always been. So it's the show that we're doing, it's called Good Judy, Bad Judy. And it's a chance to see what a real, you know, down home New York City drag show is like. And we sing live, you know, too.
Well,
And
I know.
Dusty's also
ahead.
on a cast album on Broadway Records, so
Yes.
it's family.
Patra. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let me bring out another friend. I want to say to Alexis, everybody, stream Alexis Michelle's album. Go if you're in LA, make sure you see DragCon. I saw all the ads while I was out in LA last week. It's out there. Make sure you get those selfies, get those autographs, come see the show. And Alexis, next time you're in New York, of which I'm sure we'll be doing a cabaret show somewhere in New York any moment now, because you are so incredibly good at it. I can't wait to be. I'm going to tag along with Robbie and come see it. I can't wait to see you up in close in person.
You both. Love you.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And that's Alexis Michelle, everybody. So let's see. We have someone else that you've worked with. Take a peek at this.
I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin.
Jonathan Demar, hello,
Hi.
friend.
Hi, pal.
Hi, pal.
That is Tony Award-winning producer / singer, actor, everything, Jonathan Demar. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me on. I'm so happy to be here to celebrate this legend of a human being that I'm just really lucky to call a friend, collaborator, and all the things.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I had a little bit of trouble with the internet, but I think we got there. So
It's true.
Okay.
Is it everybody in New York?
it's weird, yeah. And I've also been getting used to the internet. I even put an extender like a month ago,
Oh.
so we're getting there.
Oh, that's-
but it's a process.
Sure, of
Well,
course it is.
Jonathan, to show this is our little flex for you here. That he really is Tony Award-winning. Jonathan, look at his
Oh
and
my
his
God,
Tony. I want to just come over and
Mhm.
flick it and spin it. Tell me what it was like to have Robbie direct you in your show. What is it like to have Robbie Roselle as a director?
I mean, it's really incredible because you have someone who understands not only like the history of theater and the history of everything, but also really understands how to open the performer up. I think he's so good at taking someone who has an idea, has a concept, and saying, why don't you try to go this direction and like take it to this level? And I feel like with my show, what Robbie was so instrumental of was just saying, because I feel like I'm a particular person, even though I've performed as a child, I've always been sort of by the book. And I think that probably comes with having been in the business at a young age. And so Robbie was like very deliberate in being like, hey, just be yourself. Like it all go, just let it come organically. And I found that when I got on stage, it made all the difference. We kind of put everything together because the producer mind is always like, okay, we need to get this together. We need to get this together. And coming back into that performing kind of aura and having Robbie really be my guide, I couldn't ask for a better director. And I've always said, like, people have asked me, like, who should I go to for my cabaret? And I'm like, if you're lucky enough to get Robbie Roselle, well, you're in, because he really understands how to take someone and put them on another level. I just, the work I've seen him do outside of what we've done is just remarkable. And I've always admired him for that. So,
friend, Jonathan's show was so fascinating to me because we did it once at the Duplex 100 years ago, and then like we sort of revisited it a couple years later, and literally like we watched a video of it and we were like, okay, what can we do to fully reshape this into what we want it to be? Like I would say 2/3 of the show was completely different when we did it at the green room, right? And that was so fun for me to literally just tear up what we did and say, okay, what are the stories we want to tell now? Because of the current climate we were in at that time, the climate we were in, and what you were doing in your life, and you had won a Tony, and like all of these things, all of these important things. And that video was from my show, the Tuesdays at 54. I used to have a talk show in a basement, for the three of you watching who don't know that. And Jonathan came and plugged it with Jude Obenmuller, who was the music director.
Jude Obenmuller, music director extraordinary.
Incredible. And like, what could we do to make it better? And the fact that Jonathan was like, I'm open to anything. What do you want to do? What a dream. What a dream.
Well, Robbie,
I mean, and you lead so well that it just was kind of easy. And that song, I think, as a ballad, was just so perfect. Like, even running it, I was like, okay, there's some magic here. And I remember that night in particular because Al Silver was there. There were a few people. Yeah. And I just remember having this feeling of like, oh my God, like, just doing it in a room and you could like barely hear a pin drop, and that's like when you know that it works. And like showcasing it there and then being able to do it in the green room, which was such a wonderful feeling. I mean, but it really was all in part because you and I collaborated on that so closely, but it came naturally at the end, and that was so wonderful.
Yeah.
So
well, what I get asked, I've gotten asked this, so I'm sure you, Robbie, get asked this all of the time. How do you put together a cabaret? How do you put together a show? What is your when you sit down? What is your process?
What a fascinating question. So there's a lot of cabaret in the world, and a lot of it's not great. Because a lot of it's, I was going to be an actress, so I moved to New York and my boyfriend broke up with me. Here's Times Like This from Lucky Stiff about my dog. Like, that's the show. And that's not great, right? So you're like, what is the hook that's going to keep people interested in how, like, what story do you want to tell? That's the first thing I always say, whether it's Jonathan or Kay Baldwin or Melissa Erica, what is the story we want to tell in this moment? And they'll tell me. And then I will sort of turn that into Rubik's Cube it into layman's terms, right? Because often people are very smart and sometimes too smart for a room. And so it's my job. I used to say my job was to give Sopranos jokes. But not wrong, right? To just like,
no,
people are paying extraordinarily large amounts of money to just come and let go for 70, 80 minutes. And so what they don't want to be hit with is like, and then the cancer came. And, whatever that thing is, right? Like the deep dark. They're looking to be entertained and maybe informed a little. And that's it. It's what's going to be great, but also unexpected. That's what I look for when I'm creating cabaret.
I love it.
That's going to be unexpected.
Yes. Well, I know it's the typical, like, stereotypical thing that you're talking about. You get on stage, I'm going to sing all that jazz, and then I'm going to talk about I was a young child and I was in the Wizard of Oz, and I'm going to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and yeah, what to bring people in.
Track 3 of my album.
Break your heart and make it art. That's what it's all about.
Yes, 100%, 100%. It's so much though, like, what's the unexpected choice that will tell the story? And I also like to, when I'm creating shows or doing my own shows, plant some seeds very early that I can harvest at the end, and people will go, oh my God, this is how this bolognese all came together.
Yes.
Bolognese.
Bolognese, like a good Italian. Jonathan,
Chef's kiss, as he calls it.
Everybody, Jonathan is one of the producers of Hadestown, hence the Tony Award. Your show is open, it's running. Everyone go out there and buy a ticket, support live art if you can and feel comfortable and safe enough to do so, because this community needs you, and we need to support live artists and art for real. And Jonathan, thank you for all of the work you do in creating art and putting art out there on the Broadway, on the off-Broadway, and everywhere, because it wouldn't get done without
for it.
Absolutely.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Robert.
And not only that,
Robbie.
you're an advocate for the equality and fairness that is out there in the art. You're fighting the fight for all people to be included. So thank you for being a good producer that's out there doing good things.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that.
Of course. Everybody, Jonathan Demar, follow him on Instagram. And Tony winner. My goodness. I didn't even win.
His song, The Right to Intimacy, is on Spotify.
All right.
And he wrote
Right
it. It's great.
Get
you got it.
here.
Thank you for being here, Jonathan. Mwah. Appreciate you so much.
Bye.
All right, you ready for more?
Oh my God, there's more?
There's
I
always
don't know
more.
this many people, Robert.
Haha, take a peek.
Courage to stand your ground, and if you want me and be around forever, I don't wanna lose you
Star.
Oh, shut up.
First of all, the filter that you have on, Mauricio.
What?
Is so good. You look great right now. You're glowing.
It's the lighting.
Mauricio, thank you for being here.
I'll show you what it is.
Yep.
Yes.
That's the trick, everyone. That's the trick.
Mauricio, I conga lined myself right through the Marriott Marquis. You know, he is Emilio Estefan he was on Get On Your Feet, but your voice and your like, oh my goodness, you can sing your teeth out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I love singing, so that's a good thing.
My goodness. I remember me and my father went and saw it together. He's like the biggest Gloria fan ever, like obsessed with the Estefans. So we went together in our little seat and we were congaing it up. So it's so nice to have you here. And I got to see you sing with Mr. Roselle at Birdland.
Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that so much fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so fun. But please, to sing with you.
To sing with you, too.
Oh,
it's an honor. You know?
First of all, you can't look directly at him. He's so good looking.
Idiot.
It's like looking into the sun. I have to like look straight into my screen right now. I can't look right at him. I love him so much. And we've had the best time. So the video that you just showed was the night that Mauricio and I met.
Exactly.
And it was it was from my series again that I had a talk show in a basement. And it was my birthday show. And I just invited people. I had heard him on a podcast that I listened to. I was like, hey, so I have this show. Would you be into coming and doing it? And he was like, absolutely. Yes, let's do it. Like he didn't even blink, which was nice for me because I'm not famous.
You're famous. Oh, you're famous.
He showed up looking like that. And that was a night. There was TV host
Check it out.
in the audience who, let's just say she had a few, and she was yelling to Mauricio Martinez to take his shirt off and to show us the six pack. And frankly, I wasn't going to object, but
I'm sure it happens all the time.
That was pre-pandemic, obviously.
Pre-pandy, yeah. But we had the best time, and now we're like brothers.
Very good friends and family, brothers. We're brothers.
Yeah.
Mauricio, we were talking about putting together a cabaret show, putting together a concert, and I know you have one coming up. I believe March 3rd.
Yes, March 3rd.
March
directed
3rd.
by Robbie, actually.
And it's you can get tickets at 54below.com.
Yes, thank you.
What is it for you to put together a show? What is your process, and how has it been working with Robbie as your director?
Oh well, first of all, it's a dream because I immediately fell in love with his soul and his heart and his generosity and his talent and his comedic, just the comedy that he brings to life, you know. And so I wanted that. I wanted to bring that to my shows because I've been doing shows for a while, but I never had a director for my cabarets.
Wait, really?
No, I just did
Were
it.
you just going off friends? Here's the thing. Go on YouTube and find him because he was a finalist on Mexican Idol.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wait, were you just like working off of those wits?
Well, I was. I mean, I had watched videos of concerts all my life, like people like Barbara, and you know, and I was like, well, that's pretty much how you do it. Barbara Streisand, a little. She stars in a movie called *Star Is Born*. I
don't know.
Oh, the Lady Gaga movie. The Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Robbie and I have this rolling gag about. I thought that the Barbara's version had an A before the title, like *A Star Is Born*.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No.
And it doesn't.
It does.
No, yeah, the other way around. See how I just control the narrative now? Wow, I'm a good liar.
Well, you're an actor. You were trained.
I'm a thespian. No, but anyway, I had been doing this like concerts, and when I saw Robbie on stage, I just had such a great time, and we bonded. We connected immediately. Yeah. We became friends, and we just understood each other's sense of humor, and we're very similar in many ways, you know. So I said, would you direct me? And he said yes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're so similar that my show that reopened 54 Below is called Back in the Basement. Yes. And Mauricio Martinez's show is called Back on 54th Street.
I know. And yes. And I didn't even see that until you were the one who said it. So and it's a lot of fun, and working with family is always great, you know, and because I trust him, and
here's what people don't know yet, but Mauricio, I'm producing Mauricio's album.
Yes, he is.
Get out of here!
My new album, my first English speaking album. Because I don't know if you know this, but I'm Mexican, Robbie.
You've mentioned it occasionally, which is weird. I don't know why you keep bringing it up, but
well, I am so excited. You're starting working on it. You've started working on it.
Yes, we've done the pre-selection of songs, and we have the arranger, and we're putting it together, and it's gonna be great. I'm very excited. Yeah, very excited.
I can't fucking wait. Wait till you guys hear the music that he does. He's so good, and I mean. His Till I Hear You Sing from the Phantom sequel, which shouldn't probably exist, but that song does, and that's what's important, is so incredible, right?
I love how you put your last names and everything, pronouns. I just go by Mauricio. I think I'm Madonna, right? Like just Mauricio.
No, that's because you're a star. You're a star. That's it. You don't need a second. You don't need a second name. Look at him.
He's
an
Emmy Award winner.
Look at star. When I
international Emmy.
I'm so sorry.
That's not even a U.S. international Emmy award.
But we made fun of it always.
I love that.
It's international.
He doesn't have the thing. He's just got like a certificate. It's not.
Well, because I didn't pay. You know how those awards go. If you don't win for like best actor, you have to pay for it.
Wait, my mom.
Oh, your mama.
Remember
my
her?
new best friend. I love her
I know.
So much.
She can't wait to hear your album.
Terry Lynn,
Remember?
we love you, Mama. We miss
my
you.
God.
Come back.
She was heckling at Birdland, y'all.
That was so
great.
much fun.
I know.
So
we
much
had a
fun.
great time.
So what we've learned is there's a Mauricio Martinez album being produced by Robbie Roselle coming soon. If you want to see the work that they're working on, the Cabaret show March 3rd, back on 54th Street.
Which is on a Thursday. I usually do my concerts on Monday so the Broadway folk can go, but this time is on a Thursday. So people that have that always ask, but because some people are like, well, why on a Monday? Why on a Monday?
Why
can't
can't I get there?
drink on a Monday.
Yeah.
I have to work, I have to go to school, whatever. So now there's no excuse. It's the weekend.
That's right.
I think that's perfect.
We should both take the next day off. Ooh.
Oh, I always do. I love you with all my heart.
Mauricio, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Robert. And
thank you. Star, and all the best. Thank you for being here. How's it going so far, Robbie? Look at him chugging away.
This is not as terrifying as I thought it was going to be. I only have the one glass, though, so I'm like...
No, it's not terrifying because it's all love. People love you. And you talk about we're rolling out as the stars for you, but there's someone who knows you really well. That knows
Is it
you
my mom?
really,
because she's in the chat.
It's not your mom. She's watching, though. He knows you really well. Take a peek at this. Len.
Hi.
How dare you? He did not tell me. He's in the other room.
Yeah.
I was very, very good this time at keeping this a secret.
Yeah.
Yes, Len.
Christmas presents.
I was talking to Len about this whole extravaganza, and I wanted Len to come on, and we kept it a little secret from you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Len. Firstly, can you please explain how you guys announced that you got married? Because it is an epic story. How did people find out that you and Robbie were? Please tell us.
Yes. Well, I mean, this just goes to show that we're very good at keeping secrets, both of us. Because we announced this at Robbie's show, the Pride show, 2018. How long are we married? 2018.
This is it.
And he announced it from the stage. He did not have his wedding band on in the first half of the show. And he performed a song and very casually had the ring in his pocket. And then when he was telling the story, lifted it out.
The song was Married from Cabaret. How the world can change. Yep. It can change like that due to one little word, married. It was like the right time to tell everybody.
It was. Because everybody was there. Everybody that we love was in that room. So
that was the whole point. That way it wasn't just a Facebook post. We could just tell everybody we loved at the same time. Because we went to City Hall and got married.
Now, how long did you date? Who asked to? I want the scoop. I don't know the scoop about this saga and this love story.
So in total, this April, although there's no official date, but April, we time it out, will be 17 years that we are together as a couple.
Lesbians.
We met in Pennsylvania. This is also a cute story. We met in Pennsylvania. Robbie was working at a bookstore, and I thought he was cute. And I kept going to the bookstore and purchasing books that I never read, just so that I could have him wait on me. And he eventually asked me out, and here we are.
I was just like, you know what? It would be just so much cheaper for you if we just had dinner. Do you want dinner?
Yeah.
Well, and Robbie, in your show at 54 Below, the not the Birdland show, your moment to Len was so sweet and so touching. You guys are so cute. And I know that Len, I the one day I popped over and talked to Robbie about this show because the Roundtable name and everything is because of Robbie's idea. It's and he put out a little charcuterie board and I brought really terribly cheap wine that went down your sink, and you were out working.
Yeah,
I have to come over because you guys throw down in the kitchen. You guys cook.
We do.
You've seen our kitchen.
I have
think
seen
you
the
have
kitchen.
Kitchen envy.
I do, because you have all the Le Creuset pots.
Yes.
And I learned about that. And listen, I'm a little school teacher from New Jersey. I don't have Le Creuset anything. I have Amazon Basic.
I don't know what you mean.
No. And I walked in. I don't care about the Grammy nomination posters that Robbie has. I don't care about all of your fancy things. The pots. And I told Robbie the pots are the most impressive thing.
Listen, we'll have to do a pasta night. My homemade pasta.
Yep.
Everybody wants it, so we'll have you over.
I'm ready. I'm a good Italian boy. My mom's Rose Antonia DiMeglio. Come on, Len.
I mean,
Rodino.
are you a good Italian boy if you're bringing over Chateau Diana twist top red wine?
I went to this grocery store down the block from your house, and that's all they had. I even went to the manager and was like, please, you have something with a cork. Something with a cork, please. Len, by the way, Robbie we will talk about all things Robbie and promote all things Robbie in a minute, but Robbie is the A&R director for Broadway Records. But Len Rodino, you're no slouch yourself, sir. And what amazing programming you have put together this year, especially with Broadway reopening. Would you like to tell us a little bit about what your day job is?
Thank you. Yes, I am the events and partnerships manager, executive producer of Playbill Events. And yes, we've been very busy because during the pandemic, there were no shows running on Broadway, and Playbill had to pivot and make their own content. And that's exactly what we did. And I produced a lot of video series, and we had a live event, as Robbie said, in Times Square for the reopening of Broadway. And we keep pumping things out. I love it.
Yeah. So when you see Playbill sponsoring a live event and something's going on, Len is there tinkering away, putting it all together. So you talk about a little Broadway, a little power couple here, Robbie Roselle and Len Rodino, just running Times Square.
He's got his clipboard. I've got my earbuds. That's how it works.
Well, I wanted to just, Len, you'll stick around. Well, you can't go anywhere. You live together, and you're in the next room.
So I'm staying.
So Robbie, you said before you make jokes for Sopranos was what someone once said, and we only had the guys on tonight. We had none of the ladies, but I have a couple of ladies who have sent some love. So do you want to stick around for a few minutes and take a peek at some of these? You may see some familiar faces.
You're all I need to get by. Oh, hi. Oh, hey there. Hey, Robbie. C'est moi. It's Orfeh. I just wanted you and everyone to know that you are the greatest designer, A&R person, album concept visualizing diva, hence the name Diva Robbie, and all the other genius things. I chased Robbie for 3 years to design my website. So yeah, he might just be really, really good at a real lot of things. So love you. Please don't ever leave me. And I think you know that I couldn't be happier. Mwah! Love you, bye.
Mr. Roselle, I love you so much. So very much. I'm here in upstate New York. It's snowing lightly. There's children's music in the background. I have dogs and a baby running around. But I just needed to tell you how much you mean to me and how excited I am to be working with you now and in the future, and just how incredibly loved and appreciated you are for all of your work and all of your support and your positivity and how much you believe in people. It makes such a huge difference on a daily basis, and I don't know if you know that. So we just wanted to say, hi, hello, Mr. Robbie, sir. That's your future project, okay? We're working on her pitch. I love you very much. Mwah.
Hi, Robbie. Liz here. I just want to say how much you mean to me. I'm so grateful you are in my life. You've done so many amazing things for me. Thank you for all the incredible work you've done with the art design on my albums and helping me with my website. And congratulations on everything you have achieved. And especially your new chapter in your life. Now you are a cabaret star. So I'm really, really so happy for you. But there's just one little thing. It's about Meadowlark. I mean, it's so great that you sing Meadowlark in your show. But can I tell you that ever since you sang it the first time at Birdland, the last few months when I've done my own concerts, and I like to sing Meadowlark as often as I can, you know it's one of my favorite songs, I sing it in my show, and then afterwards, you know, when I'm in signing CDs, I've had several people come up to me and say, oh my God, it was so great to hear you sing Meadowlark, but have you heard Robbie Roselle's version? Oh my God, it's so good. It's like, I heard that in St. Louis. I heard that after I did my show 54 Below. I heard that in Indiana. I heard that in Rhode Island. Robbie Roselle, Meadowlark, Robbie Roselle. Anyway, nobody has ownership of any song, of course, but I just wanted to tell you that it's been kind of hard for me. So, but I'm good now. I'm okay. And I just want to tell you, don't even think about singing Story Goes On. Love you.
Robbie and I have been friends for over 20 years. I know he's furious that I have no makeup on and that my hair looks like this. I'm sorry. It's pandemic times still. Anywho's, Robbie is one of the best, most loyal people I've ever met. When we met, Robbie was living in Pennsylvania, like wanting to be in the world of Broadway, and now he is like an integral part of it in a way that makes me so happy and proud to know him. And I love him so much. Congrats, Robbie, on just being Robbie. Mwah.
Well, how about that? Pretty awesome. Everyone that, all four of them, we reached out and they instantly were like, I'll do anything for Robbie. So they were so kind and sweet to send that right over to you. And
here's what Liz doesn't realize. I sang Story Goes On in my first.
We're not going to tell her.
Oh, while we're talking about Liz, please, she wanted me to remind everyone that she's doing a Liz Callaway Celebrate Sondheim show, March 23rd to the 26th. Go to 54below.com or check out lizcallaway.com for a video and tour dates. I'm sorry, I just had to get that in there.
You should.
Robbie, you have made such a difference to so many people. I can't wait to see what kind of nutty circus act we're going to put together. And everybody, please listen to Robbie's album, which I'm going to show you right now. It's called Songs from Inside My Locker. It's streaming right now. Please make sure it's at wherever you stream music. We were just talking about my sad streaming numbers and Robbie's, hundreds of thousands.
It's not sad.
No, it's not sad.
I discovered you because of your album.
And I know, and I appreciate, and let me tell you something. When I don't know, we magically got connected through social media, and then when it was the day the album came out, my album came out, I woke up and I saw that someone had tagged me on Instagram to promote my album, and it was you. And I said, I haven't even met you. We've just been friends on social media. And you said, I remember the day that my album came out, and when my friends promoted me, and made me feel good. And I try to do that to everyone I know. And that's the type of person you are. Whenever I have done something in the past year that we've been friends, you are one of the first people or the first person to reach out and show love. And tonight, everybody that was on this show, from Alexis to Jonathan to Mauricio to Liz to Laura, not Linda, she was not Linda Benanti, Laura Benanti, Orfeh and Patti Murin, everybody that asked, they just want to show love because you are that person to people. You just are the biggest cheerleader. You cheerlead for everybody so much. So thank you for all of that.
Thank you. Listen, when I become a gay, depressed chicken farmer, I'm going to watch this all the time to feel good about myself.
Listen, April 4th, Robbie's coming back to Birdland. Robbie is coming back to Birdland. So I don't know if tickets are on sale yet. Are they on sale yet?
No,
they will be on sale.
Yeah.
So keep on the lookout, and if you're since I have such a big European following, Robbie is live in London, May 16th. Go to RobbieRoselle.com and you can grab your tickets and check out all of his dates. Go to RobbieRoselle.com. Robbie makes websites, so go check his website out. We're gonna rehaul my website as well. It needed help, Len. I called Robbie in a panic. It needed help.
He's the best.
Sometimes a website needs a boob job.
It needs a boob, a lift, maybe a tummy tuck,
lift.
maybe some Botox. Yeah. Everyone, RobbieRoselle.com. Robbie, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for letting me surprise you, and thank you for letting us have I told you it was going to be a messy good time. I felt very discombobulated. I've apologized, but there was a lot of moving parts.
Nailed it.
No, I wanted to make sure people were here. No, you nail it, sir. And Len, I can't wait to meet you in the flesh, in person, one of these days. I'm coming over for pasta.
Anytime.
Stream the album, get the tickets, make sure he's the best in the business. And if you're seeing a good cabaret show, odds are Robbie has his hands in it for sure. So my friends, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you real soon. Thank you guys. How much fun was that? How great is that? That's Robbie Roselle, and thank you to everybody who was a part of tonight's show. You all have really made tonight a special one for sure. I loved that we did This Is Your Life. Maybe we have to do another version of This Is Your Life, but I gotta think of someone to have on. But it was so much fun to try to plan and surprise. Thank you to everyone who joined us. Next week, like we said in the beginning of the show, Bianca Del Rio, Leighton Williams will be here from Los Angeles, where they're debuting Everybody's Talking About Jamie, which is going to be great. I always show you a video. So today I was thinking about what kind of video I could show. And my good friends, those chicken farmers, Matt Gold and Griffin Matthews, have a new video out for their upcoming album called Witness Uganda. Jonathan Demar is actually a producer on that album. And they put out a new video, and I figured I'd say goodnight with this. Check it out. They're going to be on next month. So Matt Gold, Griffin Matthews, and the cast of Witness Uganda will be on in the beginning of next month. Thank you again to Robbie, Len, Alexis, Jonathan, Mauricio, Liz Callaway, Laura Benanti, Orfeh, Patti Murin. That is an all-star lineup for sure. And next week we have another one. Thank you for being here as always. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Thank you for watching. And here is the brand new video direct from the minds of Matt Gold and Griffin Matthews starring Emma